Welcome back to Partout, everyone. It is 6:02. Happy Thursday. That much closer to Friday. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Yes. This is the day before Friday. It's always a big day, and then Friday, of course, is
it's the day.
the start of the weekend, really, for most people.
I know, it's just one more early wake up for us. Right?
And the weather's looking a little bit better as we go into the weekend, not as active. Now this morning, we're still tracking some rainfall here in Acadiana. Not as widespread as yesterday. I think rain chances are lower. Nonetheless, you still want an umbrella before heading out for your Thursday morning, and you could be dealing with some wet roadways here. Zooming in across St. Martin Parish down into Vermilion and Iberia Parish, light to moderate, steadier rains there. So Abbeville, Delcambre, New Iberia, some wet roads there. Further off to the north, starting to see a break from the rainfall across Lafayette. So Karen Crow, Scott, Doosan, some damp roads, but not any rainfall there. And then these scattered showers have really developed over the last hour. They're heading into Opelousas, already seeing some moderate rains there. And near Church Point, this is all northern Acadia Parish lifting off to the northeast. We'll break down more on that weather here in about 10 minutes.
New on Passe, one man is injured after a shooting late Wednesday night in Iberia Parish. Now, deputies responded to the scene just before 10 p.m. in the 6000 block of LA Highway 14 at a Dollar General store. Now, upon arrival, deputies found a male victim suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. Major Wendell Rayborn says the shooting stemmed from an argument that happened inside of the store. Deputies were able to find a suspect who is currently being questioned by investigators. The victim was transported to a local hospital and his condition is unknown at this time. Rayborn says the shooting remains an active investigation. We will continue to follow the story and provide any updates as new information becomes available.
Also new this morning, a Breaux Bridge man has been arrested for theft of a utility trailer. Now, 30-year-old Trey Cormier was arrested following the investigation of the theft. The trailer was stolen from a home on Breaux Bridge Senior High School Road on August 30th. Cormier has now been charged with illegal possession of stolen things valued at over $1,500. He was booked into the St. Martin Parish Correctional Center.
In other news around Acadiana, one person is in custody after a shooting sent one man to the hospital in St. Mary Parish. The shooting happened in the 1000 block of Chittimatra Trail. The sheriff's office says one man was taken to a hospital with a gunshot wound. His condition is not known at this time. Another person was detained. The investigation continues. Anyone with information is asked to contact St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office.
A St. Landry Parish man was killed Wednesday morning after being hit by a truck. It happened on Highway 106 in Evangeline Parish. State police say 44-year-old Danny Chambliss was walking along the road when he went into the eastbound lane and then was hit by a Ford Ranger. He was pronounced dead at the scene. No charges are expected to be filed.
We're all aware of the many phone scams targeting citizens, but the latest one threatens to have local police arrest you. News 10's Sylvia Masters looks at how this scam works and how to protect yourself.
The Better Business Bureau of Acadiana is receiving dozens of calls from senior citizens regarding this particular scam. The scammers leave a voicemail that is threatening but not true. The detailed voicemail says, in short, your tax filings will be expired within the next 24 hours. And if you don't call back, you will be taken under custody by the local cops. The Better Business Bureau says the number the scammers are calling from is not local. The end of the voicemail says to call this number back, 315-992-1903. But of course, you should not.
An elderly person who does not have my background would think that it's true that someone is going to come knock on their door, police, and take them in custody.
And it's funny because they'll come from a non-local number and they'll say the local cops are coming, but they won't list what parish or what city they're even living in. It's just very generic. The local cops are coming.
Now, in order to avoid this threatening phone scam, here are some suggestions from the Better Business Bureau. Don't give out any personal information, including your name, address, or especially your banking information. And don't trust your caller ID. Scammers now have the technology to take the caller ID and distort it to any number, and government agencies will not call you. They'll send a letter if they need to contact you. And if you have a scam you'd like me to investigate, feel free to send me an email at smasters@klfy.com. And the Better Business Bureau adds scammers are even calling your personal cell phone through your landline number. Now, this is called spoofing, so be careful because it is a scam. In the studio, Sylvia Masters, KLFY News 10.
The Better Business Bureau also says to not return the call if the scammer leaves a voicemail.
Some St. Martin Parish parents were notified of a case of meningitis reported by a school system employee. Interim Superintendent Alan Blanchard says the person works at the Early Learning Center in St. Martinville. News 10's Renee Allen finds out what's being done to keep students safe.
There are roughly 300 students who attend the Early Learning Center. The reported case of meningitis was brought to the school district's attention by the Office of Public Health on Saturday, September 15th. The interim superintendent says the district was also told that it was safe for employees and students to return on Monday. The St. Martin Parish School System's Early Learning Center houses roughly 300 students. The letter given to all parents included information about meningitis, the different types, signs, and symptoms. Blanchard says custodians sanitized the center with a solution of Clorox and water, despite health officials telling them it wasn't really necessary. He says it was done just in case and as a precaution. In a statement, the interim superintendent explains, quote, "The district has been given guidance from the Office of Public Health. We're told it's safe for students and employees to return to work, and what the employee has is not highly contagious," end quote. Communications Director Robert Johannesson of the Louisiana Department of Health says they learned about the case about 10 days ago.
As we investigated that, we learned it was a non-contagious variation of meningitis.
Johannesson says that should be good news to anyone who is concerned.
It being non-contagious means that nobody else who might have been in close proximity to the sick individual would get sick from contact with that individual.
So far, to our knowledge, no other cases of meningitis have been reported at the Early Learning Center. In studio, Renee Allen, KLFY News 10.
Any parent with questions or concerns should contact the Early Learning Center. They are willing to provide any information that they can. The Macomb-Vizay Neighborhood Coterie is hosting its MCV Festival this weekend.
That's right, and News 10's Laura Levine is in studio with more on how they're getting the community outdoors.
Megan, Jeff, you heard the phrase wake up and smell the roses. Well, Macomb-Vizay is telling everyone to get out the house and enjoy some okra. Now, the organization is utilizing its farm to present its Fresh Films outdoor movies while serving dishes made from their produce. Now, the coterie began planning in the farm back in May 2017. Take a look at it now, and it'd be hard to recognize the once empty field. As a part of revitalization plans, this project is an effort to create a cultural district in the neighborhood, something that's coming together sooner than organizers believed. They are preparing to host their first reimagined MCV Fest inside the farm. Tina Shelvin, Executive Vice President, says it's a great way to keep everyone involved.
You can feel the positivity moving around in the neighborhood, so I'm really excited that, all of these things are really coming together and the community is really starting to rally behind these projects.
At the corner of 14th and South Magnolia, the coterie will be asking for the public's opinion on their projects as well as introduce them to the next two phases. Now, this two-day event is free and begins at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Laura Levine, KLFY News 10.
And now the Hampton Toyota Traffic Tracker Update.
All right, you're taking a live look at the intersection of Willow and Turlings. There are no traffic incidents in Acadiana to report at this time. It is 6:10. Happy Thursday.
Acadiana Eats this week, brand new at Gary's. Time for some red beans. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll preview it.
Kick off the